Okay, so listen, we are back, episode 13 for Mind of Micah. I'm MICAH Dixon, and we have on the show today a special guest. But before that, we're talking about this culture, heritage, mindset, dating, family, relationships, and more. And he's from Augusta, Georgia. And I will say, I think don't get this wrong, Micah. He is he's part of the frat. Oh, Kappa?
Kappa.
He's a Kappa. Hold it. He's a Kappa, and he also is one of the most phenomenal chiropractors out of, I'm gonna say, the world. I never had another one, so I can't really be giving people credit, but I will give him credit. Welcome, Dr. Alberty. Yeah.
Thank you.
How you feel?
I'm good.
You look
good.
amazing.
I'm happy to be here, for real.
And he's fine. F-I-O-N-E, fine. Okay, write that down. Take a picture. So, I got to ask you a question. When I start my show all the time, I always ask my guests, boldly, without a doubt, Dr. Alberty, are you living in your truth every day?
I am.
Okay.
I am. I can honestly say I am.
I love it.
Yeah. I think I realized that a few years ago. It just kind of hit me.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely living my truth right now. Yeah.
I love it. So I may know your story,
Okay.
but the viewers don't. So tell me about you can make it, if you want, quick and not so long, but I know it's very deep and very worth hearing.
Right.
It's worth sharing. How did Dr. Alberty become Dr. Alberty? What was the pivotal point in your life where you was like, you know what? I'm going to go and get into spinal, what's the word for that?
Just chiropractic.
Chiropractic, bone breaking and making people get their adjustments and alignments, all of it. So how did that start? Was it college? Was it an awakening at some point?
It was near the end of college.
Okay.
It was near the end of college. Well, before the end of college, around high school, I knew that I wanted to do something to help people. I wanted to be in the health field. I wanted to be a doctor. I wasn't quite sure exactly what type, though. I just knew I wanted to deal with rehab, maybe do some ortho, sports surgeries, you know, because I had a bunch of some sports injuries and everything, and I was like, I need a good doc. And kind of going back to my story, I just to briefly talk about that is when I was diagnosed with cancer, and they gave me 6 months to live.
Yeah.
You know, the doctors that I had they were cold, they were callous, they were just they didn't care. You know what I'm saying? At least that's how I perceived it. You know what I'm saying?
That's real because you felt that energy.
Yeah, and they was just I was asking for different options, and I had questions. They was like, listen, we can amputate your hand. It might give you a couple more months, but that's about the best we can do. Y'all think it over and walk out the room.
So wait. So hold on.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we kill that fan for a second? So we can make sure we're hearing good. It's on the back of it. So you said cancer.
Right.
Amputate your hand. What was the cancer at? Was it?
So it was a form of cancer called epithelial sarcoma, and it was a adolescent cancer that has roughly about a 86 mortality rate in kids. So he told me that if I made it to 16, it'd be a miracle. So I saw my 16th birthday, but at the time I was around 11, and he was just like, if you see 12, you're good. You might see 12. And that's kind of where I was at with things at the time.
Yeah.
You know, when I was kind of that was really outside of your basic checkups. That was the first real interaction I've had with a doctor, you know what I'm saying? And I was just wow. You know, so after, I kind of was dealing with that whole situation. You know, I got to high school. I went to, I didn't go to my zone high school. I ended up going to another high school that specialized in, health science and engineering, just so I can kind of focus on health. You know what I'm saying? I really wanted to take a deep dive into it. And at the time, because I was I still wasn't promised life. So, but it was at that moment, maybe a couple years after that, I was just I want to be a doctor, and I want to be the exact opposite of what this dude is. You know what I'm saying? And since then, I've been on both sides of the table. So I've been on that side as a patient, and I've been, on the other side, and I've had me on the other side of the table, and I wanted to be compassionate and do whatever I can, bend over backwards to try to help him if I could. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's kind of where the switch went off at, though.
They ever say where it actually came from? Was it genetics for cancer? Because you were so young when you dealt with that. Was it from, I don't know, outside sources? Was it from family heritage?
I'm gonna say, if I had to guess, I would say maybe genetics. Because my father had cancer twice. My mom.
Was he young too when he had it?
He was in his 30s, I believe. He was in his maybe late 20s, early 30s when he had it. He had it twice. So, and that's the only history of cancer that I had is my father, and he beat it both times.
Wow.
And but other than that, on my mom's side, no. But so I'm thinking maybe possibly genetic at that point.
Yeah, you were so young, 11.
Yeah, because they said it was rare, so it was like,
yeah,
they said it was very rare, and that's why it was also had such a high mortality rate too. Like he just gave up. He was like,
so you a walking miracle. Why didn't you just say that? You came in on yourself. Would save me a whole introduction.
hey, look.
I love it.
Yeah.
So you made it to 16.
Mm-hmm.
You are defeating cancer. Was it defeated then, or is it in remission? How does that work when it comes to battling cancer?
Well, this one was, since it was an adolescent cancer, that's why he was saying that if I make it to 16, it'd be a miracle. Once I kind of got to a certain age, my body got to also, developed the ability to fight it better. So, I would go get blood work and everything, and I think I was around maybe like 20 or so when I got my blood, and everything just came back completely clear. So my 21st birthday was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I was just like, that's
you
the first
one.
Yeah,
hard.
I was just like, we made it. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
We made it. So, but I was also always nervous.
Yes.
I always kind of still lived with a little bit of fear.
Man.
That it may come back in another form or something like that. But
yeah,
we've been good.
So I gotta admit, my plan was not to get into this whole.
Right.
It wasn't to get into cancer, but it's like, he's so young. Like, what was your strength? At the age, was you like praying to God, like, Lord, please, I want to live tomorrow. Like, wake me up. Is it, I don't know, researching it because you got into medicine older, but like, where was your mindset at during that phase of like having to battle such a harsh disease?
So I really wanted to. I've always been a fighter. So I was like, I told my dad, I was just like, look, I don't want to do the surgery. I had some I did have some surgeries, but I was like, I do not want to do the amputation. If I'm gonna go out, I just want to go out as normal as possible. You know what I'm saying? I want to enjoy whatever I got left. I want to enjoy it. And so he was just like, all right, but I'm not taking no for an answer. So he kind of like shot me around and took me to different doctors and like naturopaths and all kinds of other stuff. And, but I remember he gave me this, it was this verse in the Bible, if you have the faith of a mustard seed.
Yes, yes.
And, I had my little wallet or whatever, and he gave me the mustard seed, and I taped it in my wallet. And I would look at that mustard seed every day. Like, if I just had a faith of this mustard seed, I could move mountains, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I would always reflect back to that. So I was like, I might go out, but I ain't going out without fighting. I tell you that.
I love that.
So and that's kind of what it was.
So where the mustard seed at now?
It's actually still in that wallet.
What?
It's at my mom's house in a shoebox.
Put it in the glass case with all that in there, cause like, come on now.
I can't. It's at my
right,
mom's
Shay?
house.
Okay.
At my mom's house in a shoebox, actually in that wallet still. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so so you got into medicine. Mm-hmm. You went to college. Then you're a Kappa. Where your cane at?
Hey, I'm mean with the cane now. I got a bunch of them at the house.
I don't believe that.
Hey,
I've never seen you stroll.
I got some videos on my page.
I don't know if
me stepping.
I know the one dude from Texas, he be doing like the cane dance with a cowboy hat on, but I've never seen you.
You know what? Next week I'm posting some footage. I stepped in about 6-7 step shows. I'm posting some footage next week.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm tagging you. So yeah. They on VHS now, so I'm telling my age a little bit.
Wow, hold on.
They on 8 millimeters.
How old is no? Maybe not even.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they on 8 millimeters.
Okay, so Kappa, college, medicine. Where did being a chiropractor, was that something you pull out of a hat, or was it like?
Yeah, it kind of was. And
okay.
I was in college. I want to shout out my HBCU, Fort Valley State University.
Fort Valley State University in the building!
Support black colleges, yes. I'm a product of HBCU. And it was crazy. I took my, this is a kind of a wild story. So I just crossed Kappa, and we have to take, in the biology department, I was a biology major, and we had to take our exit exam, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm like new, I'm just excited. School is cool, but like, hey, we had this thing called a Kappa Luau down in Tallahassee. Okay. And you got to take your exit exam. So that kind of determines on, which direction you're going to go and whether you're going to take, MCAT or, whatever you want to do. So I had it coming up, and I was kind of like, man, I'm smart. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of like,
Yeah,
you know, I kind of
can do it.
freestyle my way through college. I'll be all right. You know what I'm saying?
It's the word freestyle.
Yeah, I'll kind of freestyle my way through college a little bit. I'll be okay.
Yeah.
And I went down to Tallahassee, stayed a luau, had a ball, and I'll never forget driving up 75 North and get back to school. My test is like at 2 o'clock on a
PM?
Sunday. Yes,
On a Sunday?
on a Sunday.
And you was a Kappa, right?
Yeah.
So you partied last night.
I was in Tallahassee Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
How you get back home? You drove?
I drove. I was in Georgia now, so I went to school in Middle Georgia. So
But it's still Tallahassee, Florida.
It's about 4 hours away.
Jeez.
Look, we hopped in that car. I had on. Can I say wife beater?
Yeah.
Got to show what I had. I had a wife beater and some jogging pants. And I flew back. I dropped them off at campus.
What you driving in?
I had a Honda Accord at the time.
He ain't got you back.
Hey, look, I had sitting on some rims, sitting on some 18s. When Lil Wayne was saying 17s on up is all I drive, I had 18s, so I was doing it. And so, fresh candy paint job on it too. So, I'm a country boy. So I'm flying up 75. I get to the house. I get to the house. I'm like, I get a number 2 pencil. And damn, I gotta put a shirt on. Throw a t-shirt on. I go take that test. Out my mind. I haven't slept. So test results come back out in about 3-4 weeks, and my advisor calls me, and the head of the department calls me in. Who actually knows my mom, which is crazy, because she went to school at Fort Valley State and was like graduate, like 3.96 GPA, top of her class. So he always compared me to her.
Yeah,
and I was
she's
like,
shit.
dude, I'm not her.
She's true.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not her.
But you still got her in you, at least 50% of her.
I do, but my mom didn't party. I had balance in college.
Okay.
I had balance. I kicked it. I studied.
Your mom didn't party?
What's funny? The night she partied, she met my dad.
Oh.
That's a whole other story. The night she partied, she met my pops. Yep.
Okay.
So, I go in to take the test. He called me and was like, and he sat sit down. He was just like, I got your scores back. And I'm like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? He was like, did you not even try? So.
What did you get?
I didn't even want to know. I was like, so I'm not going to grad school or what? What's happening? So he was just like, not with these scores. He was like, I'm going to just look at this as a fluke. I'm going to let you retake this test in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I suggest you actually prepare for it. So I prepared for it, and my scores was like through the roof at the time. And so a minority recruiter came down. And I was still trying to figure out which direction I wanted to go. And he was just like, hey, we saw your scores. Have you ever thought of consider chiropractic school? And I was like, not really. You know what I'm saying? I've been to a chiropractor once when I was in like senior house after I got into a car accident. And he was like, look, just come up to the school. We'll put you up in a condo and just take a tour. And I got up there, and then it was like, I kind of liked everything they were saying. And so I was like, all right, I can get I can get my doctorate, I can get my master's, I can get this. All right, you know what, I'll give it a try. I think I like this. And then when I actually got in it, I don't even say how I started. I started the same way I started to finish school. But anyway, once I kind of got into it for real, I was like, I'm actually good at this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm actually really good. This is like natural.
Yeah.
And I just felt like it was a fit.
Wow.
And it kind of went from there.
So how long have you been doing chiropractic work?
I've been a chiropractor for 16 years now.
16 years.
Yeah.
And you love it?
I love it.
Would you ever change something about your story? Or is it this is who you are for purpose and for passion, this is who you are?
This is who I am.
Okay.
I wouldn't change it because my story was not, it was not a direct road. It was bumpy, it was detours. And everything else. I almost fell out of school.
And you wouldn't change a detour at all? You would still go the detour route? Because if you had a do-over, would you do a do-over or would you not? And I'm just asking because people want a second chance. Like, I'll do this different, right? And it's like, really, would you? Right? Because who we are is like, we got prepared for that for a reason.
Right.
So we had to hit our head sometimes. Right?
I mean, the do-over sound good. I feel like it sound good.
Ooh.
In a sense.
It do sound good.
It sound good. Would you say the blue pill or the red pill? Oh. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all hip to that, right? We take the blue pill or the red pill.
Yes.
And
blue is your do-over.
Blue is your do-over.
And red is you stay where you are.
Yeah, but you got about $1 million. Something like that.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? Look, I am who I am.
Yes.
Give me the meal.
Okay.
And we're just going to keep it pushing.
Yes.
You know
okay.
what I'm saying? Because without those detours, without those struggles, without those bumps, I wouldn't be who I am.
Yes.
There's no way in hell I'd be the type of doctor, or just type of person, a human being.
Just a person, because you give out a great aura. That's why I want you on my show, because I already told Truth is my shooter. Like, we talk like this because son is a producer, clearly.
My
Shout out to Reese in the building.
man.
I'm like, I feel like he's going to be an open book because
Right.
people have a story aside from our work. We get caught up in like, this is who we are, radio babe, chiropractor. Like, we more than that. We have a whole story to tell.
Right.
And to get to where we are, we had to go through things. Your story is, I can't compare to you. Like, I don't want to be in your shoes. I'm glad God has you where you are because all hell, right? Let's talk about dead weight, right? Because it's so easy to skip over like the things that wanted to hinder us or pull us back from who we became. So for you, were there friendships you had to cut out? Was there family you had to get away from? Was there like girlfriends or women you had to be like, listen, you in the way, you blocking me, you hindering me, I can't move like this with you because I'm trying to go here and you want to go there. Go there, but let me go over here, pretty please.
Yes.
Ever?
Strong yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about friendships?
Unfortunately, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Some friendships, I'm not going to say they necessarily ran their course, but, you know, we was kind of growing in different directions. And it's still love there. You know what I'm saying? It's just that love from a distance in a sense.
To this day?
To this day. You know, if I see him, it's love. But it's kind of like our pages are so different that, you know what I'm saying, it's difficult to mix in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Even with some of the cats that I grew up with, you know, I love some of the cats I love them to death. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, we're on two different pages.
How did you separate it? How did you cut it off? Was it like a conversation you had to have with that person, or was it like, I'm going to just keep my distance and hope they grow away from me because, you know what I mean? You didn't want to tell them like, hey, this ain't it no more.
You know, some was more so just, it's funny because life just kind of naturally did it. You know, as we both kind of started doing our own things, life just kind of naturally put that distance between us. You know, it was a couple conversations where it was just like, you know, I live in a glass house, so I can't throw stones. You know, however, you know, I may not agree with, you know, just the way you live in a sense. You know, and I don't want to put myself in certain situations that could compromise what I'm trying to do. So it's still love there. It's just not on the same page.
What about family?
I would say
that's harder to tear away from because you
tough.
love your family. You be like, your uncle, your auntie, you be like, I got you no matter what, but they be like, hold on, I'm trying to be something.
You know, I can say one of the biggest blessings I've had is that's the one thing I haven't had to do is drop any family.
Wow.
Yeah, no, my family has been.
No, we got to clap for that.
That's one of the things I have not had to do. Thank God I have not had to do it. But, you know what I'm saying, they have been one of the most just supportive. And I don't care if they just distant cousins, you know what I'm saying, to my immediate family.
Yeah.
You know, they have been supportive. And, no, I got, you know, we have our little issues overall. But, honestly, it's been one of the backbones of my life. You know what I'm saying? It's my family.
You are blessed for that.
So, yeah.
Not everybody has a family backbone or a family structure, so.
You know, it's one of the things that when things aren't going right, say things just aren't going right in life, one of the things that I always consider like, okay, well, hey, you know, my office may not be doing this, or, you know, this relationship with this, you know, woman is not working out, or this is happening. But then I always kind of fall back on, you know what though? Overall, my family is healthy. They're doing okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm healthy. You know, so as long as I got that, I got them, all this other stuff passed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll pass.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of how I look at it. Because you're right, a lot of people I grew up around don't have it.
We crave
that. You know what I'm saying?
We want the two-parent household upbringing with God as the head and the siblings who you fight with when you're young and you get older. You be like, can I borrow $20 for the weekend, my big bro? Like, people don't have, I think that's why people mindsets be so shot. You know what I mean? Even in Cleveland, like, people lack a love that God can give you and that family can give you to help stabilize you. When people don't have that to fall back on, it's like, I want what you got because what you got make you look so good and so happy. Can I have what you have? And I can't, so I'm about to destroy the world. I'm so mad. It's like, you can't, no.
Right.
We would want that.
It's, you know, it's a blessing. I will say, and it's crazy because even with, like, my dad, for instance, you know, one of the reasons why my dad, he says that Father's Day is more important to him than his birthday, than Christmas, because, you know, and just kind of putting this out there, which he probably like, whatever, but, you know, his dad was just, his dad was not. He was in his life briefly, but his dad was like an abuser. You know, he beat him. He beat his mom. You know what I'm saying? And he was, in the grand scheme of things, he was just not a good father. And then he was out. You know what I'm saying?
His father, so
My
your
dad's
granddad.
father, yeah,
Have
my
you ever
grandfather.
met him?
Actually, no. So it's the granddad that I actually knew on my dad's side was my dad's stepdad, right?
Wow.
So, you know, I didn't realize until I got to high school, like, that was his stepdad. I didn't get it. That's why he was like, don't call me granddad, just call me Pop. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, Pop.
And
you
in
know
high
what I'm saying?
school, wow.
And so in
Okay.
high school, I realized like late in high school, I realized like, no, that's actually not your, that's my dad's stepdad. So I'm like, what happened to where's my real granddad at then? You know what I'm saying? I mean, he cool. I love him to death. He's been the only grandfather that I've known. But I also want to see, you know,
Where you come from.
Yeah, where I come from. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, almost, because me and my pops actually kind of got into it about this. I didn't know, he was almost kind of like, no, you know what I'm saying? I had never got the chance to meet him. And then when he passed, I was just like, he passed? He been alive all this time? You know, in Augusta?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I was pissed.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I was like, you should have, me and my older brother were both kind of pissed about it. Like,
Yeah,
you should
I
have
would
gave
be
us that
too.
option.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And,
He probably would have been so mean.
oh, he probably would have been an asshole.
When he would have
You
cut
know
you
what
out.
I'm saying?
Motherfucker, come around my neighborhood.
But, you know, I at least, hey, I just wanted, you know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
just kind of wanted to see, you know, my
Where
stock.
you come from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but my father was like, basically, he wanted to be everything his father wasn't. So, and, you know, growing up where we grew up at, he had, you know, I got two brothers. So he was always telling us, you know, I'm not raising boys. I'm raising men. Right now, I don't care how young we were, y'all are young men, and I'm raising men.
I tell my sons that.
So, yeah, he gave us, yeah, as you should.
But I'm raising kings. Ain't nothing about y'all weak in this house.
Hey,
you
look.
know? That's
Look.
it with the manly voice.
Hold on, you get your voice deep when you say it?
Hey, I'm raising kings.
Do they take you seriously when you get your voice deep like that?
So
though?
my sons fear me with the
Okay.
respect fear.
Uh-huh.
I'm calling. But they have respect for me where, like, my oldest son, he'll be 10 in October. He plays football and basketball.
Okay.
He's with his dad right now for the summer. But I can get loud, like, why would you? And he'd be like, whole heart, bro, like. And my 3-year-old, he the one that's going to try me. So I'd be like, really on him, like, I wish you would. And yeah, pucker that lip up because we ain't having that. Because if you let your son run your household, he going to be in charge for the rest of his life. So it's like,
yeah.
grab them now while they young. Because the minute you lose your male in that household, he gone.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm the boss. I'm the dime. No, you're not. Until, you know, I don't have a man in my household yet for the kids now.
Right.
So I have to be the lover, the nurturer, the guidance, and also the one that disciplines you too and be like, this is authoritative. I'm the dictator here.
Right.
You don't run nothing. Long story short, I got 5 kids in my house right now.
Okay.
My kids and my sister kids.
Okay.
So it's a girl, 4 boys, and I'm trying to football everybody like, nah.
And you running the show.
And I have to run it because if I don't, they're going to run me.
You got to be a different type of strong for that too.
Listen,
Yeah.
it's a being broke again strong to be made again, if that makes sense.
That makes,
right?
no, that makes sense.
I had to break myself down to where I was like, Lord, if you give me the strength, I could do it. If not, I'm quitting.
Right.
I quit. Because 5 kids, and like, they already come from my sister. No shade to her.
Right.
But she has them how she has them. Conditioned with how they think, what they eat, how they talk, what they into. And it's like,
You got to wipe your slate clean a little bit. Yeah.
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 So, a lot of work. It's a lot of work. But yes, men need to dominate, and I'm glad your father was like that because I'm pretty sure you could say your dad did good with you, right?
Yeah, man, that dude will punch me to this day, man. I be sitting.
And
Look,
I went.
he got a short memory too. I'll say something too. I'm 500 miles away, and then I get home for the holidays or something like that, and I just be sitting on the sofa watching the game.
Yeah.
And he just punched me in my chest. I'm like, man, what the hell was that for? Remember? You said. Remember I told you not to call him my first name? You know what I'm saying? Like, cut, bruh.
What's his birthday?
His birthday is January 25th.
Oh, he's Aquarius.
Yeah,
He
January
toxic.
20 January.
my baby dad's Aquarius. No shade,
So
but
what's January 23rd?
Aquarius.
too?
He's almost Capricorn. I was like, he got to be an Earth sign.
That's my youngest brother. My youngest brother's 23rd.
Okay.
My dad's the 25th. So.
Ooh, you was different. That's
Yeah,
good.
so
Where's
that's-
yours?
April 21st.
We Taurus.
Yeah. Yeah. We in the building, man. We in the building.
man.
Taurus in the building. You know what I'm saying?
Real bulls in that building. You
We in
could
the
never
building.
be a bull like me and Dr. Alberty. So here's to your pops. And I wish you could have met your granddad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the one I had in play, he was dope.
So have you ever done like behind the scenes research on your heritage? Like You come from Augusta.
Yeah.
But before Augusta, do you know where your family came from? Like, as far as being indigenous to this country or descendants of slaves from West Africa?
Well, definitely I've done some, and I actually really want to go deeper, but definitely slaves.
Yeah.
Yeah, slaves on my mom's side. Like if you look at my great grandfather,
Yeah.
like great grandfather, yeah, he looks like Colonel Sanders. You know what I'm saying?
Who's Colonel Sanders? I don't know.
From
Sorry.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Oh.
Yeah. Hey, come on.
Sorry, I drew a blank right there. That's a
Who's
Remy
Colonel Sanders?
earlier.
Hold on. But
Do he?
yeah,
So
but it came from like her being like a slave and and so just
That's my side,
how
too.
they did us. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of one of those things.
We got mixed in there with the blood.
Yeah, my dad's side it was like Indian and stuff like that. And so it was some with indigenous to more so this country, and on my mom's side more so like slave.
Wow.
And, yeah.
That's so, like, I think it's very, what's the word? Interesting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like once people know where we come from and who we are different people.
I don't want to dig so much deeper. Though.
You should.
You know.
This is the opening for you, like, to go into that.
That's a new goal.
Yes, into that.
I'm actually putting that on my board as things to do.
Yes.
Because I do. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
it's interesting. I know mine went back to South Carolina.
What part?
Clarendon. The Canty family. It was
Okay.
last name was Canty, and that was the slave master's last name. He was a white man, no shade. But it was like, that ain't my people. But they keep saying I'm Gullah Geechee, but I don't think I am.
Oh, you got a little Geechee?
I don't think I do.
Listen, so because you know Augusta, like part of Augusta, like
It's Geechee, right?
Well, part of North Augusta actually sits in South Carolina. So, like, say I wanted to go to college in South Carolina, I'd have to pay out-of-state fees for college.
Wow.
Because part of Augusta sits in South Carolina.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we can go over the bridge and I could walk over the bridge and I'm in South Carolina.
Yeah.
So I grew up on the south side, so I'm not close to the bridge. But yeah, it's you get over that bridge, they Geechee.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
They speak different, right?
Oh, it's totally different.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can as soon
And
as
they
they
know
open
who
their
they
mouth,
are
you
and where
know.
they come from.
Yep.
We the only ones that be like, and I be so tired, and no shade to us as a people, but I'm big on this because I'm big on mindset, and I feel like mindset is what makes us like lack so much of our integrity, our dignity, our polish, our discipline, our power. Is like you only think you come from a slave, and you come from so much more. So if you dig deeper into your history, you're gonna be like, hey, that ain't who I am. I'm really over. This is me.
No, facts.
You see my family?
Facts.
That was me when I found out who I was. So I think we all, as Black people, should look into our history more.
I agree.
Ask questions to
We'll
your
be
family.
surprised.
You never know.
We'll be
I'm
so
like
surprised.
South Carolina, but then again, I have a garden now. I'm into farming now, so now it's like this is me.
What's your go-to for as far as what you plant? What are you growing?
Tomatoes.
Okay.
They love me. I love them. It's easy.
That's so random. Like, is it like the thing you started that survived or like?
So okay, you want to know the truth?
Yeah, I want to know.
Damn, I gotta be honest.
Please.
So one day I got into eating healthy and healthy living, and one day I was just like, let me just bite a tomato. I have my fridge. I bit it.
Just randomly bit a tomato.
I ate it whole, and it was good. You know, it's a fruit, right? It's not a vegetable. It's so good.
And I'm not judging you. Go ahead. I'm listening. I'm all ears.
So I bit the tomato. I was like, this is good, and my body felt good. So when I got my garden, I first put in tomatoes and carrots, which they're not ready yet to pull up, but carrots. I also have in there jalapeno peppers, zucchini, and squash. At home, I have a lemon tree planted.
Okay.
From a seedling. I'm about to plant my greens, my cabbage, my broccoli, and my okra up next, so for fall. So yes.
That's impressive.
I'm trying to be into healthy eating, healthy living, teaching my kids the same thing so it could pass down from generation and generation if we get that time on the earth. So they won't be out here wondering, who am I? Now, you know who you are. You know where you come from. You know your mama is and your daddy is.
I do not have a green thumb.
So it's not about green thumbing.
Okay.
People keep saying that.
Well,
it's about soil.
Okay. Well, where I live at downtown, the soil
Okay.
Yeah.
So making you a raised bed at home, you're gonna get yourself a nice thing or to plant. This is for you, but not yet.
Okay.
Woo! To plant in.
Okay.
So soil has to be like organic. You get wood chips. You get all the produce you can use. Fruit, veggies, all produce. Throw it all together. Put a little bit of beer. I know y'all know.
We using like IPAs. We going light beer. What are we doing?
Whatever has good yeast in it. That's a long story.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right.
So you put that on your stuff. You mix it up for like a couple months, maybe 90 days, 60 days until it becomes soil. That's your soil.
Okay.
You plant your seeds, and that you have your vegetables and fruit. Everything has to be like natural from the earth. to go back to the earth and come back out the earth. It repeats itself over and over and over. It can't be BS. It can't be put this on there, spray that, Then you mess it up. Then you eat all the pesticides in your food and you sick because guess where it came from?
Right.
Put it in your soil. So it has to be all natural.
Okay.
I didn't go to school, but I learned this. So I'm proud of me.
Hey, I'm trying this, y'all. Now listen, I'm gonna show y'all what come up. Don't laugh at me when I post it.
It's gonna be good.
All right.
You're gonna have very fruitful greens and fruit and vegetables. I promise.
I gotta figure out what I want to start with, but we'll get.
So
to that.
fall's coming up. So look into like things to plant for the fall. So
Okay.
greens are good, cabbage, broccoli, okra that you're gonna have indoors in your
Broccoli.
house. And you live downtown, so we won't say he live in Mansfield, but
Man,
I'm trying to get them not to be thirsty. Be like, where's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
doctor? You know, no shade.
I'm out in Solon.
Sold it. So, but things you could plant in your apartment is like things that don't need sunlight the most.
Okay.
But you can get you an indoor greenhouse too, though, for Amazon. And I have one for my lemon tree because it needs a lot of light. So
Okay.
I'm into this. This is me.
All
All
right.
right, we gotta play a game though.
All right.
Ready?
Let's go.
We gotta play What's in the Book.
I was not ready. I was not ready.
Yeah. All right, this box is for you. You have to open it. It can be either a gift, it can be a question, it could be something to scare you, but you'll never know until you open it. Do you want to play?
I want to play.
Okay, so when you open it, if it's a question or if it's a gift, you just will have it and it'll be yours.
Okay.
You figure it out for yourself. So, there. Yay.
Slide this boy out.
Let me pop off. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me help you.
Hey.
So from the front,
Once you said it's gonna scare you, I'm like, all right, how to open this? I want to pop up and slap me in the face.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
3, 2.
Oh, okay then. Finish the sentence. Never have I ever. Man. What haven't I done? No, I'm just-
Never have I ever.
See, when you hear this question, you automatically think,
Yep.
yeah, you know. what I'm
All the
saying?
bad stuff. We gotta
Yeah.
make sure my producer got his ears closed.
Yeah, you think all the bad stuff.
Never have I ever. You already play golf.
Yes.
You're a golfer. You already be strolling with your candy cane.
Let me see. Never have I ever. That's so broad. Yeah, that's.
It's whatever your heart is telling you to say. Because whatever your heart is saying, don't, like, you know what I mean? Don't fight your intuition. Do men have that?
Intuition?
They don't gotta do that.
We do.
No, y'all don't.
We do.
Men don't got intuition.
Hey, if y'all ever had a man posted up outside your house, he had intuition.
No, that means he's crazy.
Look,
Why would you sit there and just do that?
I've never done that. Should I say never have I ever? All right, hold up.
You would have been crazy about a girl before.
I have, and I would look back like,
And you went to her house and she was,
bruh.
how old were you?
What was you on? I was probably like 23, 24.
You loved her?
I thought I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely
And
thought
you
I
didn't because you didn't forgive her.
did. Hey, look. I forgave her, but I ain't forget it.
Nah, you should have stuck by her side as you want us to do when they do wrong. Stick by me for 10 years till I get it together. So I'm trying to be better for you. Help me.
Hey, listen, you know what? I learned from my mistakes with that one.
Oh,
It made me a better person.
because you started it.
Actually, no. Yeah. Hey, women F up too now.
All the time.
I ain't say we didn't.
Can the church say amen?
Wow. You know, this whole tambourine thing may not be working out.
Let's see. All right. Never have I ever. Man, I've done so much. Life has been wild for me.
Mm-hmm. This is a good one then.
No, it actually is. It actually is. And I don't want to let the show go on 5 more minutes because I'm trying to figure out what I haven't done.
That's why we ain't no rush.
You know what I'm saying?
Going to break commercial, please.
Never have I ever. This is probably lame, but never have I ever been to Europe.
That's not lame.
Yeah, I want to go to Europe real soon.
What's in Europe?
Man, I actually really want to go. I want to go to Europe. I want to go to London.
Why London
and then
Europe?
I just want to take the train because there's so many areas in Europe you can just hop the train and just go
everywhere.
Yeah, I wanted to go to. It's crazy because and here's the thing, because I'm actually looking at going to Ghana soon.
Somebody told me today they from Ghana. They've been to Ghana.
Yeah.
Who was that? They was like, I was just in Ghana. Man.
So I'm kind of like, that's why I'm not saying that, because that's coming in the near future. So
You probably from Ghana.
I honestly might be. It's some beautiful people from Ghana. Yeah, some beautiful. It's funny. I didn't realize until I got to grad school how beautiful so many people were from different countries over in Africa, from different areas in Africa. I did not, because I mean, where I grew up at, you saw what you saw.
Yeah.
You know, there really wasn't social media like that. You know what I'm saying? And now I think I got to grad school, and for a little bit, I was dating a girl. She was a Somalian, and I was just like, for real? You know. And then I started like looking, and I was like, man, we are just beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And then then from like Cape Verde and Somalia, you know, and just other places. And
the Eritreans.
Like, and we're so different. You know what I'm saying? We look so different and just so beautiful, man. And I just like.
But we look like us. Yes.
And I was just like, this is dope.
Yeah.
This is so dope. And I just want to go over there and kind of see more of, you know what I'm saying, just different cultures and stuff like that and everything like that. Ghana, I think, is next, and then I want to kind of go from there. But yeah, you know, everybody's like, I've been to Paris and you got to go.
My friend Dawn Dixon, she moved to Ghana.
Been. Really?
Yeah, she bought a house out there, and she's a realtor now out there. She owns the Fly Out of Heels company in Pop Comtech that's here.
Is that the flats and like you have
in your purse and you put them on your feet?
I be paying attention. Yeah, I peeped that. Y'all, hey, listen.
Yeah.
I don't know this woman, but every woman, y'all need
flat out of heels.
Y'all need flat out of heels in y'all purse, because the way I seen y'all walk down the street barefoot after y'all come out on West 6th and West 9th and Ohio City and everywhere else, and y'all hop in the car with brown bottoms on your feet looking like Barney Rubble. Hey, look here.
And we're gonna be honest, because you're a country boy, so brown feet is good when you're in the country.
I'm okay.
And when you're in the grass and when you in the garden and the farm, but when you outside from the club,
yeah, that's different. That's different.
No. And you go in your house like that, tracking on the floor, your carpet, got dirt stuck in there, like, no.
Yeah, I'm all for it, girl. We outside taking your shoes.
Yeah, and ground with the earth for sure.
Yeah.
But not with the cement.
I'm all for that. But like, Charlie, you stepping gum? Did you step
gum?
Oh,
stop. Okay.
Like, yeah. You stepping hard? Was that vomit? Yeah, somebody's 1942 all over the floor.
Yeah, Remy Martin.
Yeah.
Remedy and Remy. I keep Remedy and Remy.
Remedy and Remy.
Oh, you ain't hip?
I'm hip.
You hip now?
I'm hip now.
That's the insider right there.
I'm hip now.
Remedy and Remy.
I'm hip now. So listen, y'all. Yeah, I'm okay with that, but yeah. Here's the thing. Ladies, if you some of y'all y'all should practice how to walk in heels too, cause listen.
No, you should. You're
some
man.
Of y'all should
Tell
actually practice how to walk, cause we notice those things.
They won't listen to me, but I say it.
And I'm just kind of like, it's almost like y'all walking on stilts, and like for the first time. You know what I'm saying? Practice it in the house. Practice it on the carpet, on the hardwood, in the driveway.
How should they walk? We don't know no better, cause and then like.
Cause some of y'all got a mean walk with heels on. You know what I'm saying?
Like a runway. You want a runway model walk?
It ain't even gotta be runway. Cause runway sometimes is just extra. You know what I'm saying? But just a normal walk.
Do it, Shay.
She listen. She has a video that went viral for a little bit. She was running in the snow with high heels on.
How?
And like face planted.
I didn't face plant.
You side face planted?
I side planted.
Okay, yeah. But she planted right into the snow. Running with heels on in the snow.
Just cuz?
I was bored.
Okay.
It was during COVID.
Oh, I would do that too. Yeah. Might as well.
Yeah, she was gonna need a chiropractor for real. It's like, seriously.
So practice walking with heels on.
Yeah, cause I'm like, yo, she gonna hurt herself. Like she about to get a grade 3 ankle sprain.
Is that a deal breaker?
Out for the season. No, that's not a deal breaker at all. No.
So would you teach her how to walk in heels?
I mean, I can't walk in heels, so I can't.
Would you be like, baby, get some help?
Baby, baby, holla at you. I know you got a cousin, a friend. Cause hell, I ain't never did it, so I can't. I can't tell you.
Yeah.
I just know it look normal. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. I just know what normal look like.
And then what about when her feet hurt? You gonna carry her out the club?
Hell
if she don't have no pullouts in her purse? You'll carry
yeah,
out
I
the
carry
club.
out the club. As long as she like, you know what I'm saying? We fighting in the same weight class. I'll pick up and carry out the club. Yeah, for sure. I'll carry and pick out the club. I'm strong enough. I'm in the gym now. So let's go. I will carry you out.
I love it. So
So-
what's next for Dr. Alberty?
I am
Career-wise and personally, because you need some kids.
man, listen.
Hey, I always get people kids. Everybody need to be fruitful. Have some babies.
Everybody want to have babies.
Everybody here have babies. There y'all go.
She's putting babies on the show.
I am.
You know
And
what I'm saying?
receive it.
Y'all be careful. So I'll say this. I've taken that pressure off myself. Like I always wanted kids.
Yes.
And if I do, absolutely wonderful. I'm all for it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's continue the lineage. You know what
Yes.
I'm saying? And if I don't, hey, that's maybe not what God intended.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But next for me is I'm working on some things. I'm gonna keep it, and hopefully I get to come back on the show and tell you about what I'm working on, because I'm working on some stuff, and I want to do something that's just so special for Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to do something. Cleveland is not my home, but it has become a home to me. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the people that have embraced me, I've embraced Cleveland. You know, I love y'all. I love it here, and it's just like I just want to do some special things for the city.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I really do. People be like, oh, and if I had a dollar for every time I heard, you left Atlanta to come to Cleveland. Listen.
Yeah, he did.
I get it. I hear you, but yeah, Cleveland is special in so many ways.
It's so many ways.
It's special
Cleveland's
in so many ways.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And the love is shown. It's like, man, all I want to do is give back. I wanna
They
give
don't
back
know.
to the kids. Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
give back to the community. I want to do special things for Cleveland.
Everybody ATL is from Cleveland. They ain't know.
Yeah, but
They ain't tell everybody from Cleveland move to ATL. That's
I-
who you be seeing and working on the movies. Is everybody from Cleveland? Like Sheree Whitfield, no shade. But for real, everybody that's from Cleveland.
when I go back home now, all I see Ohio tag. Yeah,
Ohio.
it's
Everywhere.
everywhere. So, but yeah, I that's what's next for me. I'm working on some things, just real special things for Cleveland. I opened the office in Atlanta back in January.
Wow.
So I've been doing that now.
Congratulations.
Yeah. So I'm down in Atlanta at least once a month, and it gives me a chance to kick with my parents, man.
Yeah.
See them, and we up at night to 2 a.m. playing Uno and playing dominoes.
Wow.
My mom is mean at Uno, but I'm holding the belt right now, and a Monopoly belt. So I'll see y'all at Thanksgiving. So we have like a whole belt, like it gets
You got an amazing family.
Monopoly go crazy. I'm talking about
Yeah.
tables about to flip over. Yeah, we not messing around.
dominoes, but they got to slap it like.
You know what? More Monopoly, because money's involved. Even though it's fake
Okay.
money, but money's involved.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And it's not even the money. It's just, how dare you make a deal with him and you would make that deal with me? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, man, brothers are divided.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's my nephew's old enough to play, so
Yeah.
they into it now.
Wow.
Oh yeah, it's game night. Monopoly goes hard. Monopoly and Uno go hard in my house.
That's hard.
So yeah, mom's will get a Monopoly. She when we start playing, she go back to her room and watch TV. She's
Leave
like,
her
I'm gonna let y'all
alone.
have that, but
It's
Uno,
okay, because y'all do too much.
we do.
Males, G's. And I get it. And I say men
Yeah.
are dominant. Let men be dominant. That's
Yeah.
who they are. They can't help it. We are the nurturers. We are the ones that come and like make things pretty and better, while men are like structure, discipline, gratitude. It's like, fine. Why you gotta yell? It's 10 o'clock. Like, go to bed. Why are you so loud? That was my dad. He was always loud. I'm like, dude, I hear you.
You sound like my mom. She walk in at 3 in the morning. Y'all still playing? Baby, these boys got to get on the road tomorrow. They got flights to catch. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's time to go to sleep.
And my dad was like, these boys all right. You know what I'm saying? They all right. No, go back and look at lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? So,
Hey, that's who we are.
yeah, that's exactly who it is.
You know what I heard? I wanted to wrap it up, but I can't because this is so deep, right? I heard, I was watching a sermon from Pastor, what's his first name? Pastor Darby. I forgot
Okay.
the first name, but Pastor Darby on YouTube. And he was saying how women, of course, were made to assist the man, like, to be his equal.
Mm-hmm.
But when the woman bit the fruit, God says that you want to be smart and on your own, be under the man now, which is why women have to submit to the man. Whereas God, the man, then the woman. But at
Right.
first we was all equal. It wouldn't never matter who is the top dog or not. Now we want to win. But and he also said women crave knowledge and wisdom more than the man. But the man craves the woman. So let that sit in and think on that for a second.
We do crave the woman. I'm not
And
gonna
women,
lie.
and I crave power. I don't crave a man. As much as they be like, you need a man, you lonely. No, I got 5 kids, but I'm good. But I want I want to be smarter than anybody else in that room and know everything that nobody else knows. And it's like, see, that's the problem right now. That's why I got to be up under a man. Like, it's okay.
But even craving women, though, you got to have that balance because you be craving. The next thing you know, you missing opportunities and you
because you lose
your focus.
Yes.
So, you know what I'm saying?
That's the man problem.
So women don't understand that, too. You know, so it's about balance, too, with that. You know what I'm saying?
That's why God has to be the center.
Me. And it's like, nah, baby, yes, it's you. But if we going to eat, I got to handle this too.
Yes,
you know
for sure.
So,
yes.
You know, it has to be real understanding. It has to be a genuine understanding, and that's where communication comes into play. And also, too, before y'all even get too deep into things, kind of like sit and kind of talk about where y'all at currently and where y'all both want to be as individuals before, you know, even get to that point.
Yeah, have the hard conversations because when it's off alignment, it's off.
Oh, yeah.
And if God not in it, it's not going to work anyway, so just quit.
Because I'm telling you. Yeah, no.
Wasted time is, I can't get that time back. And I be like,
if God ain't in it, it's not gonna work.
It's not gonna work.
And as soon as she starts saying like to me like church, I'm like, it's time to head out. It's time to head on out.
Why we gotta pray? Yeah. Never mind. Don't even worry about it.
Damn, you pretty, but it's all right. I don't gotta hit. You know what I'm saying? So it's
God, I don't believe anything. Don't talk to me.
No, I'm 2 words.
I'm okay.
I'm gone. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
But yeah, that as long as there's understanding there, you know what I'm saying? Because you're right. It's sometimes, and I've been in situations where it's like you going through relationship issues and stuff like that, and I'm not gonna lie, like you can't focus. And it's been times nobody. I'll come into the clinic and I'm like, and she looking at me like, you all right? And I'm just kind of like, and she was kind of going through it a little bit. I'm like, yeah, give me like 5 minutes. I'm about to put on a smile because I don't ever want to have any type of negative energy when I'm touching my patients or dealing with my patients.
Because it passes
ever,
to them.
Ever.
And you know that. That's good. You know that.
I don't care what I got going on at home.
Yeah.
I do not want to bring it. Once I get that first patient on the table, I do not want to be dealing with that, thinking about it. So just let me clear my head and. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like a switch goes off and I'm kind of just zoned out and, you know what I'm saying, my focus is who's in front of me at that time. You want to be clear-headed
all the time.
Yeah, for sure.
Even the radio, I'll be like, guess what this nigga done did, bitch? But I don't. But when I was younger, I'd be like, whoa. Like, you know what I mean? But now that I know better, it's like, let me not even, I don't even get that deep.
Yeah.
I don't even attach myself. I'd be like, let me just be like, okay. Once my discernment kick in, like, nah, it ain't him. So, back to work, and my kids are great, and the weather's fine in the degrees, but no, I'm not about to be that tapped in, no.
And the green and the tomatoes, for sure.
Tomatoes amazing. I love them. I do be in my garden. I'm tapped into my garden. We like this.
That's cool. And what? Yeah, that's cool. Because you get to a certain age, it's like, all right.
Yeah.
So
I pour my love into that instead of to the wrong people. I pour it into my children, first into God, my children into my garden, then my work. Because the wrong person getting what you pour. And it's cool to be a pourer. We natural pourers. It's like here.
Facts.
But it's like I can't keep pouring. My cup is empty. And my garden refuels me. So it's always like this with my garden. My kids like this. And I never, that's some real shit.
Yeah.
God is like, sorry, Lord, cuss, but it's not a bad thing. But it's like it always come back to me. Yeah. Where the wrong person be like, here. But if it ain't coming right here back to me, it's like I just keep giving. I'm not doing that no more. I don't have it to give no more like that. Yeah. And if I overflow, fine, but I don't really want to.
Yeah.
But it's like, just cause I had to, but whatever. But like, if it ain't coming back, I'm not about to be. No.
It gotta be reciprocated.
It has to be.
And that's
just
one thing.
Like the windmills.
About the dead weight, I'm at a place in my life right now where I have a simple philosophy. It's like, I don't force anybody to be in my life.
No.
I've gotten to a point where if you don't want to be here, if you don't want to be in my life willingly, I don't want you in my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm only taking people with me, and I'm only moving forward, just moving throughout life with people that genuinely want to be in my life. And that could be friends, family, relationships. You know what I'm saying? I should never have to,
force somebody.
Force somebody to be in my life.
Or be like, can you please? No, I'm not asking or begging. Either come because this is for you too, or no, just go away.
Yeah.
No opportunists, no narcissists, no headaches, no problems, no drama. We don't do it. We too grown for that.
And got too much going on.
Too much going on. Too much to lose.
Yeah, there's too much going on right now. So, yeah. There it is.
Okay, episode 13. Be prepared, or you are being prepared for what's coming your way. So go through the storm, weather the storm. When you come on top, you already have what you have and need to be able to come for what's next. All right. So catch you on episode 14, Mind of Micah, Dr. Alberty. What's your Instagram account, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, all that good stuff?
Instagram, YouTube, what is it? What is it called now? The Threads.
Yes, yes.
All of that. It's Dr. 007 underscore Noop. DR 007 underscore Noop. NUPE.
All right.
So yeah.
Follow him and subscribe, like, and comment, and peace out.
Thank you so much. This was fun.
Black cherry, wild berry, baby, you the bomb. I can spin it on you, blow it on you, baby.